Hello and welcome. We are going to give just a quick 20 seconds just to make sure we can get everyone logged on here, and then we will get started. But you've made it to the right place. You're here for University of Louisville. You've absolutely made it to the right place, and we'll get started here in just a few seconds. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start us off then. So, welcome to the Virtual College Exploration Fair for all Ohio students. It's put on by the Ohio Association for College Admissions Counseling and put on by StriveScan. So we're really excited for you all to be here. Thank you for joining us. Just a few housekeeping reminders for you all is that you can use the Q&A button on your screen to questions to the presenters at any time. They may answer the question over chat, or they may wait to the end to answer your question. So if your question is not answered right away, don't worry, I promise we see the question. Another thing is that your camera and your microphone are totally off. So you should see us, but we cannot see you at all. So keep wearing that athleisure or the PJs at noon. We're totally fine with that. We can't see you. And then this is just one of the many sessions that are happening through the this big event with StriveScan. So you are more than welcome to go check out other sessions at oacac.org. We're more than happy to have you sign up for some other ones and learn about different colleges and different panels that some colleges are putting on. And then finally, this presentation is going to be recorded. So within a week, it will be posted on oacac.org. So you can go ahead and find the recording there. So if you miss anything or want to hear how they explained something about the application or anything like that, you're welcome to go to oacac.org to find that recording. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters right now.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Mullen, and I am the Northeastern States Rep for the University of Louisville. You may wonder why I'm here with you in Ohio, and we are in the middle of a transition for our Ohio representative. We do have a person who lives full-time in Cincinnati, and we are in the process of hiring a brand new person right now. In the meantime, if you have any interest, please contact me directly, 973-200-4216. And you may feel free to take a picture of the Q code at the top right corner to get more information about the University of Louisville. A little picture of our campus, and again, my email and some more information. We are, depending on where you're located in Ohio, as close as about 90 miles away and as far as about 300 miles away. So we're easily within a day's drive. We've got a lot of great opportunities for you. We're going to start today with a video, and we hope to give you a good feel of what our campus is like with this video.
You walk in here and you don't know where you fit, but there are people from everywhere, and everyone's looking for friends, for fun, for their future. Jock, geek, troublemaker, nerd, blah, blah, blah. Forget your high school labels. Here, you'll live in a diverse world of individuals. The University of Louisville's student body is representative of the state, the country, the entire giant planet. Starting now, you get to define you. No, you've got the R all wrong. With more than 200 majors available, we definitely have your major. Before you graduate, you'll go to more than 1,200 classes. And you'll traverse a park-like campus cultivated with more than 220 years of history. There's also lots of opportunities for internships, co-ops, international study abroad, and research programs to layer your education. U of L is about much more than academics. Explore the things you love. Join a club, volunteer in the community, get active in student government, start a study group for one of your classes. The residence halls are a great place to bond with new friends. Almost everyone loves their first roommate. Almost. But don't roost in your room too long. We've got state-of-the-art workout facilities, a variety of intramural sports, and other fitness clubs that make it easy to stay active. Stop, that R is still not quite right. Back up. Rubbing the toe of the thinker during finals week will bring you good luck on your exams. On the other hand, don't step on the cardinal bird. It's bad luck. Very bad luck. You're leaving the nest to explore new boundaries, but don't be confined by the boundaries of campus. Louisville is a vibrant city full of culture, music, parks, sports, and great food. So get ready to settle in and learn how to throw what you know, because by the time that you leave the University of Louisville, you'll be ready to when you become an insider here, you're ready to make an impact out there.
Well, just a little view of our campus, and we hope you enjoyed that. I'd like to talk a little bit more about our facts and figures and then go on into our full presentation. Many people think of the University of Louisville as a large university, but in reality, we are strictly medium-sized. We have 11,500 or so undergraduate students on our campus. We have about 2,500 full-time, first-time freshmen each year. Our students come from 91 different countries all around the world, all 50 states and 3 US territories. Why do students who are from out of state, outside of Kentucky, choose us? They choose us for accessibility. We accept currently about 2/3 of all the students who apply, but we've got great entry pathways, both with test scores and test score optional in all of our majors. Great affordability, which we'll talk a little bit more about later in the slides, but our all-in cost for an out-of-state student before any awards is only $38,000. And we know many schools are up above the $50,000 mark at this point. Our campus culture of inclusion and our cardinal principles, which we'll also talk about, diversity and inclusion. We have 27% of our student body who are people of color. Fantastic research opportunities. We're an R1 Carnegie Research Institution, and lots of opportunities for growth, both personally and academically. As we said, medium-sized public university and a Carnegie R1 research institution. Many people don't know that we're also Carnegie highest level for community involvement and community engagement. We're very proud. We're one of just 15 schools in the country to hold both awards at the same time. And that's something that's very important to us. Average class size of about 26, a very large dental school, a law school, and a world-renowned medical school. Well over 200 majors divided into 12 different schools and colleges. And as you can see, fantastic outcomes for our graduates. We are currently the #1 rated school in Kentucky for business, and we are also the #1 for engineering and co-op engineering, with the #3 rated program in the nation for sports administration, and the top school in the South for LGBTQ students, top public school. We're 8 years in a row. We are the most diverse public university in Kentucky. And we just have a beautiful campus, which you've got to see for yourselves. And in Ohio, you're close enough to do that within a 1-day drive. We are led by our president, Dr. Neeli Bendapudi. She joined us about 2 years ago from the University of Kansas. And we're going to hear a little bit more from her now.
I know what it's like to move to a new place and to immediately fall in love. The first thing I noticed about the University of Louisville is how very much people care about this place. They care about the beautiful campus and the urban landscape of a large city that surrounds it. They want to brag about the academic successes, from graduating students to groundbreaking research. They embrace our diversity They care about our sports teams. Do they care about our sports teams? But most importantly, they care about each other. Yes, we care about each other. We see how medical discoveries take teamwork. We see faculty who celebrate student success as much or if not more than their own. We understand the importance that the University of Louisville plays in the life of our city and of our state. A place becomes special only when it's filled with people who truly care about it. And that's who we are at the University of Louisville.
Right. Okay, so you've learned a little bit more about our university, and I want to talk a little bit more about our city, one of the great U.S. cities. We've got a great location, just 2.5 miles from the Muhammad Ali International Airport. We're about an $8 Uber ride from the airport and about a $9 Uber ride from downtown. We're basically halfway. Louisville was voted a top food destination in the world in 2016 by National Geographic. And we're home to 118 independent or non-chain restaurants. That's more than any other city in the US outside of Manhattan in New York City. We have 3 Food Network Top Chef winners who have restaurants located in Louisville. And it's just a really exciting town if you're a foodie. We have 3 Fortune 500 companies headquartered in Louisville and 17 others with a major presence in Louisville. We're a park city with a beautiful system of parks that's almost 200 years old that ring the city, designed by Francis Law Olmsted, the man who designed Central Park in New York City. We do get all 4 seasons, although they're milder than maybe in some parts of Ohio. We know you get a lot of snow up in Cleveland on the lakefront. We don't get a whole lot of snow, but we do get all 4 seasons for sure. There are 109 different languages spoken in Louisville. Louisville's a city of more than 1 million people, the Louisville metro area. And we're world famous. I'm sure many of you know about the Kentucky Derby, which you see here on your screen, and is walking distance from campus, literally about a half a mile. But you may not know about our underground zip lining, which is the only underground zip line in the US located in Louisville, or Thunder Over Louisville, the nation's largest fireworks display each week, which starts Derby week. I talked earlier about what a great value the University of Louisville has to offer out-of-state students. Before any scholarships or awards, our all-in price, room, board, tuition, and fees for the year is $38,000 for an out-of-state student. And again, we know that many schools, particularly Southern schools, have now crossed the $40,000 and some even the $50,000 mark for all-in cost. This is even more helpful to think about when you're talking about the National Scholars Award. In the larger part of Ohio, if you're in Columbus or Cleveland, Toledo, the northern parts of Ohio, basically most of the state, you've got opportunities through our National Scholars Program. You can see the chart and the criteria in front of you. What I want to add, which is really important, is that within the next 2 weeks, by the middle of October, we will have a full score optional chart available for these same awards. So we have moved to score optional in admissions, and we are in the process of moving to test score optional for our National Scholars Program as well. It will not eliminate the automatic criteria. If you do happen to have a test score already and you hit these, you will automatically be awarded, but there will be a pathway based on GPA and some other factors, perhaps an essay for each of the awards that you see here. Now, we've got some really great news if you are in the Cincinnati area. In Cincinnati, of course, about 90 miles or so from Louisville. And if you live in Hamilton, Butler, Warren, or Claremont County, you are eligible for our Regional Scholars Program, which is enhanced from the National Scholars Awards. Every student who is accepted from the Cincinnati area, every single one accepted, receives a minimum $10,000 a year scholarship to the University of Louisville. And these scholars student from the Cincinnati area gets a $10,000 a year, every year award to Louisville. That lowers your cost. You're out of state. Again, we have improved, enhanced awards with additional criteria. And again, with the regional, just as with the national, we will be coming out in the next couple of weeks with the test optional pathways to these same awards. We have a great new facility being built on campus, a brand new residence hall. In fact, there are two. One will open each year, one next year for freshmen in August 2021 and the following one in August 2022. Both of these are exclusively for our new freshmen. They'll each have 452 beds in them. There'll be a mix of singles and doubles and have a unique bathroom setup. Bathroom in traditional, and the complaint in the suite is that they have to clean their own bathroom. This new style bridges the gap between both. Students will have 15 different bathrooms on each hallway, one-time use, just like you have in your home. So when you go into the restroom, you will have a mirror, sink, shower, and toilet all to yourself for usage. A really unique feature and unique design that we spent about 2 years studying. Okay, this is all of our existing housing, not all of it, but these are the styles we offer: traditional, suite style, and apartment style. It is worth note that all of these are available to freshmen, although to get into the apartment style, one of the examples is Betty Johnson there, you do have to be very, very early in the process. So all are available. But it is most likely for freshmen to end up in traditional or suite style. This is a map. One of the best things about the University of Louisville campus is we are only about a 15-minute walk from one side of campus to the other, no matter where you are on campus. If you see the purple buildings in the middle of the map, those are the traditional freshman dormitories. From the freshman dormitories, it is typically no more than a 10 to 11 minute walk to any classroom you have. So it is a beautiful self-enclosed campus, but a very manageable size and easy to get around, easy to navigate.
Rich, we have a question from a student, if you could.
Yes.
Does U of L have, do students have to live on campus?
Yes, we do have a live-on requirement. And currently, it is a 2-year live-on requirement. That is reviewed every year based on availability, but students who come should expect to live on campus with us for 2 full years. We also know that students who live on campus have better study habits and a definitively better GPA during the time they live on campus. So it's really important for us to get students off in the right direction. In terms of applying to U of L itself, for the first year this time we are using the Common App. You may use our own in-house app, which is known as the Take Flight app, or if you're applying to other schools on the Common App, please feel free to use the Common App. We do have a non-refundable application fee of $25. If you are a student who is receiving free or reduced lunch in your high school, let us know, and we do have a fee waiver available for students receiving a free or reduced lunch. If you are submitting SAT or ACT scores, they do need to be official, as do your high school transcripts. That means your test scores and your transcripts need to come directly, in the case of test scores, from the organization where you tested, and from the high school directly from your high school to us. As noted earlier, like many schools, we are test score optional. We have a pathway in all programs for students who wish to be test score optional for the fall of 2021. We are rolling admission. We began accepting applications in August, but we are rolling all the way through May of next year. We do ask a priority application deadline of February 15th to get back to us. If you are an applicant in the College of Business, School of Nursing, or School of Engineering, we are finalizing our test optional pathways in those programs. Please reach out to me or any counselor at the University of Louisville and we'll explain them more thoroughly to you. You can learn more at uofl.me/test-optional. Some more information about our deadlines. We talked about some of this. The FAFSA is the important one coming up, the free application for federal student aid. That will open on October 1st, and you may send it to us as early as October 1st. Please know that sending it to us early is preferred, but it will not guarantee you any additional aid. You may still submit it to us in December or March and still be considered for aid. Our honors early action deadline is coming up on October 15th, but the full honors program deadline is December 15th. And that honors program application does require some additional paperwork and an additional essay. If you are eligible for honors based on your GPA and or potentially your test score, that extra application will open in your admissions portal, which we call your new cards gateway. So you should look for that honors application in your admissions portal. One of the things that also has a deadline on December 15th is our competitive and mentored scholarship program. We do offer a number for out-of-state students. The two that are most important are our Brown Fellows program and our Graumeier Scholars program. Both offer up to full tuition and greater and are great opportunities for top students. And you see the rest of the year, our competitive, those Brown and Graumeier scholarships will be notified on February 1st. And orientation for us begins a little earlier than many schools. We do begin around the late February, early March with our registration for orientation. Like all schools, we would like to see you reply by the May 1st candidates reply deadline. And we're early on our orientation. I think that's the main point. Classes begin this year on August 17th, and we're just about the third week of August every year. Please know if you do choose test optional, you'll be completing a cardinal principles essay. If you apply with your test scores, there is no essay required, and that's an important differentiator. If you apply with your test scores, you do not have to submit an essay. But if you apply with a test score optional choice, then we will ask you for an essay. What are the cardinal principles? Here they are. We spell out the word cardinals. These will be linked to your essay prompt, and you'll pick one of these and give us an essay, same length as your Common App essay, and can be used in place of your Common App essay. Some admissions guidelines for U of L, depending on the college you're looking at. When we're using test scores, again, this is for traditional applicants who are sending scores. These are our automatic admission points, okay? And I'm gonna add here nursing, engineering, and dental hygiene. But as a reminder, all programs will have a test optional pathway this year. Okay, more about us and our students. We are a member of the Atlantic Coast Conference, a Power 5 athletic conference. We're a medium-sized school with big school rah-rah. So big school feel, great basketball and football teams in particular, but really 23 different NCAA sports, and we're champions in many of them, including Olympians. We have a nationally ranked and rated cheer program, which some of you may know about. There are 25 different club sports. dozens and dozens of intramural and rec teams, a beautiful state-of-the-art rec center. Altogether, we have over 450 different cultural student clubs and organizations based on every kind of interest a student might have, from the environment to politics to food to history and culture, and 33 different fraternities and sororities. Greek life involves about 20% of our undergraduate students.
I have a question, Rich. I'm gonna jump in real quick here.
Yes.
But also for the students in attendance, please continue to feel free to use the chat feature to ask those questions. But can students attend the sporting events for free, or do they have to pay to get in?
Well, for all sports beyond basketball and football, they are free. But we have a wonderful program where students can buy discounted tickets. And Scott, you can help me. What is the price for the year?
So for the year, it's $100, or you can split it up into 10 monthly payments of $10 a month.
And that gets you a seat at every Cardinal basketball, men's and women's game, and the football games as well. That's an unbelievable deal in terms of what the regular prices for those tickets go. How do you get around? You're coming from Ohio, you're going to be in Louisville, a little ways away from your house. There is a free campus shuttle all around campus. And if you do bring a car, by the way, freshmen are allowed to bring cars to campus. Many of them will park the car at Cardinal Stadium because during the week, there's really no need to drive. Campus is small enough to walk everywhere. The airport, as I mentioned, less than 10 minutes really from campus, but TARC is the big one. TARC is our city transportation system. And with a student or faculty ID, you can ride the entire TARC system for free at any time. So if you want to go to downtown Louisville, you hop on the bus right in front of campus, the electric bus, and it goes right downtown. We've been rated one of the most bicycle-friendly universities in Kentucky, and we do have a Bird and Lime scooter system. So you see those scooters around that you see everywhere nowadays. They're easy to rent, hop on, and go wherever you like. Just some pictures really around campus of our students. You see our newest academic building there, the Belknap Academic Building, known as the BAB, right in the bottom center. And just a beautiful, beautiful campus. I want to reiterate that, and worth a trip from Ohio, again, easily a day's drive. Two other things that are in the news recently that are really important to us: research in COVID-19. You see on the slide, the university is one of only 13 biocontainment level 2 laboratories in the US that are approved to work on the COVID virus and to find vaccines. That's very important to us. We are led by science and have a huge medical school, but there are only 13 places in the country approved to work on the virus, and we are one of those 13 places. We also, as you may have seen on the news recently, are in the center of social unrest, and we have Black Lives Matter on our campus, and it's a very important part of what we do. Diversity and inclusion is one of our core cardinal principles, and we have 27% students of color at the University of Louisville. We want you to know that the President Bendapudi and the university leadership met very quickly with our BSU and their representatives and held a town hall with our students regarding on the best possible way we could move forward. We've created a scholarship, a full scholarship in nursing to honor Breonna Taylor. And this award will be granted with preference to an African-American female who's a Kentucky resident every year. The Office of Admissions, along with the Office of Diversity and Equity, has been offering since August Critical Cardinal Conversations, which is a virtual space for all of our students. We find this to be something that's essential to continuing good communication within our own community. And it says will be, but we have presented an anti-racist agenda already, and we intend to become the premier anti-racist research university in America. I have one more video today before we leave. It is pretty much a tour of campus, but if you have those questions, get them ready, and when we're finished this 2-minute video, we'll take any final questions you may have. And these are the best ways. I hope you enjoyed the video of campus, by the way. Just a beautiful campus. These are the best ways you can stay connected with us on social. Our homepage is really easy, louisville.edu, and you see the Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram links right at the bottom. Scott, do we have any questions?
Yeah, we have a couple here. Can you talk about some of the more popular majors on campus and then maybe some of the unique programs to the University of Louisville?
Absolutely. The largest major on campus and most popular is biology, which has 850 undergraduate majors in it. Our biggest schools and colleges would be the College of Engineering. We have a wonderful engineering co-op program. It is a 4-year co-op program. As you look around, many schools have a 5-year engineering co-op, but ours is 4 years. You're in and out in 4 years, with more than 90% of those graduates going to work for one of their co-op employers. The tremendous business school, which is fully accredited both at the graduate level and the undergraduate level, and also double accredited in accountancy, which is a rarity in the United States. I think there's only about 15 or 20 schools in the whole country who are accredited both by the Association of Schools, Colleges, and Business and accredited in accounting as well. Have a fantastic nursing program, also a very big major for us, and a big school of nursing. Some unique programs, one of the ones I love to talk about is music therapy, where you can use music to work with students who are and folks in general who are struggling. We go right into the schools and use them locally. We help with this program. Equine business, if anyone's interested in equestrian, there are several equine programs in Ohio, but ours is the only one in the region where you're going to get a full degree in business if you are an equestrian. And one of the newest ones is neuroscience, which is fascinatingly interesting and run under the direction of folks who are at our medical school, and just offers great opportunities for our undergraduate students. Scott, what was the other part of the question?
You answered it, just some of the more popular majors and then also some of the unique majors that we offer.
Okay.
The next question is about visits. Are we offering in-person visits, virtual visits, and then, just sort of talk about those different visit opportunities that we have right now?
We are indeed. We are back offering in-person visits. Bring one person with you, one parent or one sibling, to go on tour with you because of the limited space on the tours. In addition, we are offering virtual tours, and the best way to find out about all the virtual activities we're doing is uofl.me/virtual. But we are offering virtual college visit presentations in a format very similar to the one we're doing today. But we're also offering twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Instagram live tours of campus. So if you find us at our Instagram link there, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will actually literally get a live walk around of campus at 3 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday. We're also doing many virtual academic meetings. So if you have an interest in a particular major, school, or college, we are offering several of those throughout the fall for each of our different 12 colleges at the University of Louisville.
You had cut off a little bit there at the beginning, but just to confirm, we are offering in-person visits.
We are offering in-person visits, socially distanced due to COVID and capped in space. We have doubled the number of visits available, but capped the space. And again, we welcome you to campus. We are open, up and running, but asked you to be mindful and just limit your guests to one person if you're coming for a campus visit.
And the last question we have is, are there job opportunities as a student on campus?
There are absolutely job opportunities as a student on campus, and I would add nearby campus as well. But we do run a full work study program for student employees who have been awarded federal work studies. But there are literally hundreds of jobs on campus, whether you have work study or do not have work study, that are available. You can do everything from work in the student center to work in a research lab, to be a teaching assistant, to how I've seen some young people help and work with the grounds department. A lot of people work in the athletic departments in some capacity. So tremendous opportunities available. And as well, not just for employees, but there are also tremendous internship opportunities available as well.
All right, thank you. That is all the questions that we have today.
Okay, I am gonna wrap up again on my final slide. This is my contact information. I always remind young people that our jobs as admissions officers is to facilitate their entrance into the university and not to keep them out. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to contact me at any time, or again, just snap the Q code in the top right corner of my card, and you'll get a lot more information and be able to get in touch with us. But feel free to call me or contact me at my email or phone number at any time. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we appreciate your time, and go Cards.
All right. Thank you all both so much for all this great information. I had a lot of fun actually learning about your institution. I learned a lot of stuff that I did not know. So that's great. I'm sure the students also enjoyed it. And I also liked your videos.
Oh, thank you for that. We've been playing around with them because when we first started, we didn't show any videos. So we're trying. We have a new one which just came out today, but I was trying to sneak it in, but it's got some facts and figures which I questioned, so I did not want to put it in there.
Perfect.
But thanks so much. We appreciate you hosting for us, and thank you, Scott. I appreciate you being here.
No problem.
We just
Thank you for reminding me not about the take flight, the flight 23 plan. Sorry.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, y'all did a great job. I have just a few housekeeping announcements here for our participants. So when you close the window from this presentation, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey. It takes like 30 seconds. So if you have any feedback for us, we would greatly appreciate that. And then this is just one of the presentations that are being hosted by StriveScan and OACAC. So we would love for you to sign up for some other ones if you are interested. And then finally, one other thing for you is that all of this was recorded. So if you want to go back and find the recording and see maybe if there's something you missed or anything like that, you are more than welcome to. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the webinar for everyone. Thank y'all both, Richard and Scott. It was great to see from you and hear from you.
Throwing up my L. That's an L. Go Cards.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.